Hello everyone, DonTheCrown here. Now if you're like me, you've probably been on the hunt here for mythic items, and I'm going to give you a little tip to help that go a little bit faster for you, because one of the things that you can do to get more mythic items is to run more Duriel and Andoriel than other bosses, because they have twice as much drop rate to drop mythics, but it can be a little bit difficult to just like do all of these bosses because you can have quite a lot of materials here. So you can kind of see behind me that I have a absolute ton of living steel here, and I basically need to run a ton of bosses here to be able to get the shards from this, the little shards of agony, and these all would give me loot. It would also give me these shards that we want to run Duriel, but this can take up quite a lot of time. And there's a way you can kind of sidestep this process here by going to the alchemist and going to transmutation and then a summoning item here. These first things here are to fix the any lingering parts for Varshan that aren't out there. However, after that, we can go and craft directly the stuff that summons either Duriel or Andoriel using some new stuff here. So number one is Khazra Horn. You get this from running any of the lower tier bosses. You also get these from world bosses and the Dark Citadel, right as you can see there. But then on top of that, we also can use some of the boss summoning material. Now, this is actually quite a good deal because living steel requires 12 to summon a boss here, but only for 9 are we actually going to get a shard of agony here. So we can actually get 47 shards of agony for the 423 living steel that I have right now. And normally that would only summon 35.25 Grimoires here. So we're actually gaining quite a bit here. Now, yes, before you say in the comments, you are going to not be getting the boss drops and other stuff. And maybe those 35 Grimoires that we could have ran could have possibly dropped mythics and stuff. Sure. And you can obviously go farm these on your own and stuff. You don't really need to do these in a rota. But if you don't really feel like doing that and you just want to run Duriels, this is going to help you get Duriel, get to Andoriel faster to get more materials. Now, one thing I do want to point out with this though, is that if we go and we look at all the recipes here, we can see, like, for example, that exquisite blood, it only also requires 9. And then you can turn those up into shackles. This here as well, distilled fear, also costs 9, which is fine. This also costs 12. It's the mucus slick egg that's kind of a problem, because unlike every other single boss to summon, mucus slick egg requires only 4 to actually go and summon Varshan, whereas here in the recipe it's 9. So realistically, this should probably be like 3 or something here. But instead it is a pretty bad deal. So if you want to go and do Duriels, you probably want to run your Varshans directly and probably skip Grimoire unless you are looking for like a perfect Midnight Sun ring or something like that off of that boss, or there's something else coming from Grimoire that you want to get as a drop. If you're just looking for mythics, if you want to get mythics as fast as possible, you want to run as many Duriels, as many Andoriels as you possibly can. This is one of the ways that you can very easily convert your boss summon materials over. It just costs a little bit of gold, a little bit of these Khazra horns, and bada bing, bada boom. It's converted all over for you, and you won't have to run those lower bosses as much. Hopefully this video helped you out. Let me know how your mythic hunt is going. I've gotten a whole bunch of them. Haven't really gotten anything that's super amazing. Probably the most insane drop we've gotten so far is a 4-star Shattered Vow, which I have no clue what to do with. I should probably do something though. I think this is probably better for like a barbarian build or maybe even a druid than spirit board, but we'll see. Hope you guys have a good one. We'll see you again soon.